Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are finding out if there really is coffee in that nebula. Today a brand new game came out called Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. It's a roguelike, sort of like FTL, if you know that game. And since I'm not only a huge Star Trek fan, but also I'm a bit of a gamer, and we do try to branch out in 2026, we're going to play that game for a while. So in a series of, 3-4 playthroughs, I'm gonna play the first few hours of this game and share it with you. So let's engage the warp drive and go to the Delta Quadrant. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, first hour of gameplay. I have bought the game, downloaded the game, installed the game, put the settings to medium because my laptop's quite a bit old. New game. Difficulty mode, adventure mode, which is basically story mode. Survival is a bit harder, and Years of Hell is when you have completed survival mode. I'm a noob at these games, so I'm gonna do adventure mode. So we are the captain of the Starship Voyager.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
Okay, so in this intro, I think this was the voice of Robert Duncan McNeill, who played Lieutenant Paris back in the day. And I think him and Tuvok, or Tim Russ, are the only actual voice actors from the old crew. So everything else is just text. Welcome to Voyager. Received observer, former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. Yeah. So we click us through these things. We're not gonna skip any. Although I have to say, I did play the demo a couple of days ago, and I already went through this. We're going to the Badlands. So far, these are the events of the pilot episode of Star Trek Voyager from 30 years ago. And this displacement wave is, spoiler alert, the caretaker taking them to The Delta Quadrant. Okay, I don't remember the specific script from back then, but yeah, this is pretty much what happened. And this is the moment where it drops us into the game, into the story. And here we go. So we're trying to get stellar photography back online. This is just a tutorial, what we need to do. The stellar photography, switch it on. We're not in the Badlands anymore. I'm not in Kansas anymore. Not that we ever were in Kansas, but you know. We are in the Delta Quadrant. So, what we need to do is find deuterium so that we can, which is one of the resources. Just as a reminder, I know nothing about this game. All I know is what I played in the demo and the trailers I saw. So we have a bunch of planets or planetoids in this system with a question mark, and we can scan them. And already the first one is where we can find deuterium. Tutorial tells us how to get there. Just hold the left mouse button and just go over there. And time is going in cycles. I haven't yet figured out how much this is, but this was a couple of cycles to get us there. We have a few options, only either leave or take the deuterium, and we got 583 deuterium. Great! Now we can deactivate gray mode. And okay, we go in there and we go to warp tier 1. Fantastic, we have normal energy levels restored, which is great. So now, what about the array? We're scanning for life signs. No one aboard. We're scanning the array. No one aboard the McKee ship we found next to the array. Several life forms on board, Captain. One of them Vulcan. Not sure. Signals are weak. So see for ourselves. We want the transporter room repaired and ready. So, next thing we need to do is repair the transporter room. No, first of all we need uranium. Okay, and here it says, deuterium is the fuel that powers our warp drive, uranium and titanium is essential for construction and repair, and the crew is obviously needed for operating the systems. So, let's scan this one, and already that's the uranium, so let's go there, that's 2 cycles away. Get there, you know what, we have 2 options. Either just collect the easily accessible resources or use the tractor beam. We're trying the tractor beam. See, we got a bit more. Deuterium, we have all the, not deuterium, uranium, which is sort of a metal. So we can repair the transporter room. And transporters are back online, Captain. Fantastic. So we're going back to the array. We have an autosave function. We're getting back to the array. Get ready for the first away mission. Presents a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Select heroes with matching skills for your away team. At the moment we have 2 spots and we only have 2 people. It's Paris and Ensign Kim. And we're gonna go. Later on you obviously have more crew available where you can choose from a bigger pool of people, but we're getting there. We have to... Okay, so John Paris and Harry Kim beamed over to the array, and we're gonna see. Okay, so we are taking the second scan for any life signs or strange energy readings. And he's scanning. We have a success. He used the tricorders, and we are going to go. Okay, so they are getting fatigued, so we need to switch out for the next challenge. We need to switch out the people, and we're trying to read their body language. Harry Kim is fatigued, so we gave that challenge to John Paris, and he's reading the body language of the old man, and he's not quite sure what to make of this. And we got so now John Paris is fatigued, so we're gonna switch back to Harry Kim. So either we're try to analyze what these energies reading could be, or try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. Decisions have consequences in this game. I haven't yet figured out which precisely, but we're gonna get there. Question is... Here we are getting deuterium, fuel for our warp core. Here we're getting, I think, science points. Skill points. We'll try this. So we have a success. We disrupt the energy field. We get 150 deuterium. People are fully field bursting, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears, reveals the barn is an illusion. The back wall dissolving to show a bluish glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Now obviously this is also a game which you can play if you've never heard of Star Trek Voyager before, but I saw the show back then. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so I obviously know who these people are. Now what do? We either wake up the tattooed man or the half Klingon woman. We have the skills for either of them. Let's go with the tattooed man for the moment, since Harry Kim is fatigued anyway. Our choice has consequences. So we get 30 uranium. And our friends are level 2. Great! Fantastic. Okay, let's continue. Oh! See, when I played this in the demo, I went with the other choice and went with waking up Bellona Torres. And then Harry Kim was beamed back and not Tom Paris. That's a good thing. Oh, that's the consequence we have from these choices. Paris now realizing that Harry Kim didn't make it back. Hailing his captain, putting him on screen. I'm Commander Chakotay. So 3 people come over. Also in the demo when I chose to wake up B'Elanna, obviously Chakotay stayed back. Yeah, and we recruited Tuvok. Which is great. And we recruited Chakotay. Yeah. So now our main goal is to bring back Harry Kim and B'Elanna Torres from the array. But we still have a pretty banged up ship, so we need to repair a few things. Okay, so obviously we need to prioritize life support, otherwise we won't go far. Power room, you need to activate the life support unit of the corresponding deck. Each life support unit consumes energy, so plan accordingly. So first off, we are switching on this life support unit on decks 5. So engineering office is now available, and it's obviously a mess. So we're gonna repair that. That's gonna take 2 cycles. Unit completion belongs to all plans and systems together, more deuterium and uranium. So let's scroll out of here. We're scanning the next one, that's deuterium. And we're scanning that's uranium. Let's go for the uranium first, because I need to repair a lot of stuff. So we're gonna go over there, and while we're going there, the 2 cycles, the engineering office is back online. Engineering office fully operational again. So yeah. And Tuvok is suggesting we repair the mess hall on deck 2. So, because we have a crew morale, and I think if it goes below a certain... Yeah. If it goes to 0, crew mutinies, and game's over. We don't want that. We don't want to have a mutiny on our hands. So, we are switching on life support on deck 2. And now... Okay, so we're going to repair the mess hall for 3 cycles. Okay, we're going to clear this debris. That's 4 cycles. Yeah. And Tuvok's gonna send us collect. We're trying to check the beam option again, because it gets us more resources. And we have a full storage. Okay, so we stored 40. Let's head over to the debris field over there to get more deuterium. In the meantime, the mess hall is ready. Mess hall is completed, which is great. And we are going to switch to replicator rations, which increases morale. Who would have known? Okay, keep exploring the system while repairs are in progress. Wait until the ruined room is cleared. Okay, let's go into the system and let's try the tractor beam option again for more resources. And we have a full storage. So now we are going to... That's a shield generator. Let's zoom out for a bit. What's this? Walk-on morale. Okay. Okay. The crew, we have 27 available crew, 23 are assigned. We don't have any ex-Borg. That comes later in the game, probably. We have 1 work team available, 1 is occupied, 2 total. Okay. We have 4 heroes, Chakotay, Janeway, Tuvok, and Paris. And also a 5th, which is Harry Kim, but he's still on the array over there. Okay. Combat power is probably not something we need to worry about right now. Okay, we have level 1 warp core. Okay, how can I skip a cycle? That's not an option here. Okay, so we can go, let's run room, pause, cancel, no. So we have to wait 1 more cycle. Okay, let's go out into the system and go after more resources. What do we have here? More deuterium. That's 6 cycles and the red room is finished. Okay, select the empty building space to bring up the construction menu. If you have enough work teams, resources, you can build the room. Okay. Nope. Crew quarters, emergency quarters, because we haven't had... Yeah. Nothing else is unlocked, so okay, it's 6 cycles building. Somebody's calling me. Okay, now the caretaker's calling us. Okay, we appeal to his humanity. We have success. So, He doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Let's see. Okay, so Tuvok found out something, and it's in a neighboring system. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go there. So a sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems that travel directly, or you can scan the system first and elect a specific pole to visit. Okay, let's go into the sector. First of, right, we were going after some deuterium. So now we're just gonna go there. Emergency quarters are done. So we're in the other system. Okay, but before we investigate that thing, we're gonna build some more rebuild some more ruined rooms. Let's go to the left. Let's clear this. It's for 6 cycles, and we're gonna go to the Okampa planet. Obviously, we're gonna continue. So let's see what we got here. Paris is quite impressed with the ship. Energy process, we discovered a desert planet. So, you know what? First off, we do a general scan of the planet just to make sure there's nothing. No ocean, no river, nothing. Settlements. And I'm like, nope, we don't have a science laboratory, so we'll leave it at that. Let's prepare the waiting. Oh, we're gonna send down there. And there's a ship coming in. Who might that be? Neelix, hello there. So we're exchanging pleasantries, and yeah. And he's identifying the caretaker who brought us here from the Alpha Quadrant. And now Neelix is trying to sell us his services. We'll negotiate with him. And we recruited Neelix. Fantastic. So let's see. Okay, so we either explore the system, rebuild the Voyager, or skip some cycles because Neelix takes a while to get ready to dock. You know what? We're scanning those deuterium. Duranium. I want more duranium. And we're doing the tractor beam version again. We got some more. So let's skip a cycle. And the room is back, so we're gonna go, before we answer that call, we're gonna go into the ship and rebuild emergency quarters. That's not gonna happen. Okay. So let's answer the call. That's the caretaker. Well, no, caretaker, I think, is the mission. Neelix is ready to talk. So he's absolutely pleased with what he has been given to eat, and it's tomato soup. Okay, he's introducing us to the Kazon Ogla, which is a sect of many, and okay, we're sending an away team down. So we need to go back to Akampa. Back to Akampa, reach destinations, send the away team. So we're gonna send Neelix, obviously, and we're gonna take Chakotay and security officer Tuvok. Even though Paris is level 2, I'm gonna go with Commander Chakotay and Tuvok, and let's hit it. Okay, send wind in their eyes. So orient yourself using the coordinate points. Nope, we're gonna go with this. And we're having success. 200 deuterium. Need to find cover fast. Nobody is able to design an intelligent shelter. Again, this is something I actually did differently in the demo because I had Taurus with me. So she was able to design a intelligent shelter. So we have to go with we're gonna go with this. Yes. Okay, we get 10 duranium. Reach the settlement. So now the Galaxian do the introduction. So we could go. Oh, he's fatigued. we approach in typical Starfleet manner. Let's do the Starfleet. Okay, we approach the Kazan Ogla camp. And can we appease them? We're trying to appease to their better senses, and we have success. But Neelix has different plans. So yeah, we're gonna. Our choice has consequences. Covering fire, we get get resources, which is a good thing. Mission complete. Both of them have leveled up. All three of them, sorry, leveled up, which is a good thing. Now we have. Now we find out why we were there. Because, yes, Neelix lied and endangered our crew. Bad Neelix. So. Okay, let's send Cass to the science laboratory. We need to repair the science laboratory, and we need to repair sickbay, which we can since we have no repair crew available. So what we're going to do is skip a few cycles to have that now we can do research on the amplifier we need. So this one is analyzing, and we can repair sickbay. So since we have nothing to do at the moment, we're going to skip a few cycles. And the emergency quarters are ready over here, and now we have sickbay, access detector to research new upgrades. So sickbay is ready. Okay, now we need to repair the workshop to actually produce the signal amplifier. But we're going to go to sickbay first, and we're going to meet somebody else. The Doctor! Any one of you watching Starfleet Academy? He's in there too, and that's 800 years into the future. Spoiler alert. I have a few videos about that on my channel as well, because I'm watching it and sharing that with you. So we recruit the Doctor. Yeah, the man has quite an ego on him. So now we have the workshop. We're gonna repair the workshop and go into the research tree to let's go to tier 2. So sensor arrays. Now we need to find hull reinforcement. Let's begin research on hull integrity. Okay, this is the research, and we had the crew quarters finished already. Tech train research any tech, repair and activate the workshop. So we skip a few cycles. One more, and the workshop is repaired. So this is now beyond the demo I played yesterday. And we can start production on the signal amplifier. So that is I would say let's clear that one for debris. On that deck, so we basically clear the whole deck. And okay, let's get a couple more cycles. And we have the signal amplifier. We crafted the blueprints. Fantastic. Yeah, this is gonna take quite a while to actually do something. Okay, we need to fly back to Okampa. We are at Okampa. You know what? I'm not gonna take Neelix. He's a lying little guy, so we're gonna take Chakotay and Tuvok again. Which is funny because Chakotay is not of our crew. Paris is not necessarily of our crew, and Neelix is neither, so it's a, you know. We're gonna go, we ignore the Kazon. Yeah, we had success. So we get these, I don't know, research points, I guess. Dear Okampa City, how should we proceed to find Harry and B'Elanna? Conduct a systematic search, or we let Cass lead the search. We let Cass lead the search, even though she is fatigued. We have a success. Although, to be perfectly honest, I don't know what this necessarily means. And at some point we need to find out what these symbols up here, what everything means. Like, okay, this is deuterium, this is uranium, that's... We'll see. We'll see. Need to get out of here. We have a critical success. So we get a bit of uranium. which is good for, repairing the ship and all. Okay, we're gonna do this. Have success. Recalibrates everything. Mission complete. Fantastic. So we have now 2 heroes on level 3. That's great. We have Bellana recruited. And Eric back, which is great. Yeah, questions are gonna be asked, but sure can go getting back home. Sending him down to sick bay. Oh, yeah. We were just getting to them at the right time. The man is nothing if not confident. Oh, your tech is dying. It's been probably close to 3 decades since I've seen the show and the pilot episode. I don't know if I ever saw it after the first airing back in 1995. Okay, so we need to repair and activate the shield generator, repair and activate the phaser control room, and repair and activate the torpedo launch bay. But this is, before we get into all this is it's a good first point of stopping. It's a good point of stopping for the first time. So this was the first 40-ish minutes of playthrough through Voyager Across the Unknown. Subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for the next episodes, because I'm gonna keep playing this, obviously, because although I know what's gonna happen, I want to see what's happening and how my choices are affecting gameplay and all that. And so far it's pretty fun. It's really good, and I'm really happy that the system specs or that the settings allow me to play this relatively fluently. It's 30 FPS, so could be better, and there is sometimes a delay when I hit the continue button, but other than that, it's fantastic. And yeah, this is my jam. And as you can see, we have a few question marks on the screen, namely the torpedo launch bay, shield generator, and the phaser control room up front. I'll see you in the next one.